Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today we have a really subtle video for you. Yeah, really subtle, with two very, very subtle, different but subtle products, and I'm wearing them already from the demo, and you're going to see them today, and that is our brand new NARS Lunar New Year. Hey, I'm a day late, but I'm not $1 short. This is the NARS Lunar New Year Quad, and we're going to look at that together. It's limited edition. And we're also going to look at some of the brand new Mer lip volumizers. I am so happy to have you here with me today. Don't forget that you can also follow me over on Instagram, TikTok, and on Threads. We're going to get started. If any of these products are of more interest to you than anything else, don't forget that you can scan through down below to those very liberal use of timestamps. It's also listed in the description bar. I would love to have you here for all of it, but I get it if you gotta go and just see one product. So use those for your convenience. All right, first things first, I would like to thank the wonderful Andrew at Neiman Marcus in Chicago, as he is the one that procured these Mer for me, and I am so grateful for his help. When I thanked Andrew in another video a little bit earlier, a few days ago, so many of you already knew Andrew. You're like, oh, not the Andrew. So yes, these are thanks to the Andrew, and I will put his contact information for all things Mer and Tom Ford. He's a Tom Ford manager over there, but all things luxury. He is the man, the one and only. Okay, so the Mer lip volumizer, whenever Mer does anything cosmetic skin, they have me interested. I am a Mer fan. I think decidedly so, but their products can be hit and miss, you know. Some of their skincare products I literally would run up to save if the house were on fire, and others I just didn't work for me. So I'm always interested when they come out with something. So this is a serum that softens, plumps, and smooths. I haven't told you the price yet because I really do better here on YouTube if my audience hasn't fainted and they're actually still up and watching. Because when I tell you the price, you're going to faint. So, you know, I thought it would keep you up and not tell you the price just yet. These have a sea kelp wand. They have a pillow push applicator. They are non-sticky. They can be worn alone, layered, under balm. I am actually wearing the sheer pink. I bought sheer pink and sheer glow. And I'm actually wearing the sheer pink now, but with a liner. So don't be fooled. During the demo, you will see them with nothing, because right now that I'm affecting the look of it just a little bit. I didn't color in the lips with the liner, but it's lined, you know? So if you got to see that, you'll wait, it's there. This, of course, uses their Miracle Broth, and it's $90. What? And they're $90. Okay, they're $90 each. Oh, if I could get up and fan you, then you wouldn't. I know we just had a few people faint. They're $90. They're Mer. I mean, what do we expect? It's not like they have a sale. Okay. You know, it's that darn Miracle Broth they put in there. And they do. This is in there too. Well, let's take a look at the packaging though, first of all. I think this is the prettier one to hold up. This is, and I'll swatch these for you, you know, to the best of my ability. They're awfully sheer. I told you it was a subtle video. This is the Sheer Glow shade, and it is a really pretty, of course, glass jar. Take a look at this beautiful, you know, it's like a piece of art. And then we're going to open her up and take a look at the lovely wand. It's a nice chubby little wand. The scent is very minty, not mentholy. Remember when with the Gucci, if you saw my Gucci lip gloss video, and this is more of a treatment, really, than a gloss, a volumizer, you know. But on my Gucci video, I was like, it smells kind of like old menthol. Like it smells like old cigarettes. This definitely is a mint scent. It has a cooling tingling that I'll describe in the demo, but it is not annoying. I really don't like the feel of mint on my lips at all. I don't like to drink water if I've had anything minty in my mouth. I'm not one of the people that likes to drink water after I've had a piece of gum in my mouth or a Lifesaver. I don't like that like really minty with the. This is more of a refreshing minty, if I could belabor this point a little bit more. It's actually really nice, and it feels really soothing. You know, to me, this is the fancy schmancy thing you get one of and throw in your bag, but I have two. I'll use them up. I use lip products like they're going out of style, which, you know, one day these might be. So perhaps that is an effective comparison. But I will swatch these for you. All right, now, I said a day late, but not $1 short. That's because the Lunar New Year has come, but not gone. This is the limited edition NARS Lunar New Year Quad for $52. This one I can tell you the price of. It's limited edition, and it makes use of 4 different shades, one of which you will have heard of, and that is Saint Paul de Vence. It's kind of a famous NARS shade. That's right here. But in typical NARS fashion, as Francois NARS does, he has made an entire quad tribute to the NARS shade, St. Paul de Vence, by doing, I probably should take a deep breath first, St. Paul de Vence 1, St. Paul de Vence 2, that's the name of the shades, St. Paul de Vence 3, and I don't know if I should let you guess, St. Paul de Vence 4. Let me just tell you, I gotta thank Melissa. I've had 2 thank yous here. Melissa is a member of our members only group, and we have these members only weekly lives. Information for purchasing these things and for joining that group, it's $4.99 a month. It's down below in the description bar. You're welcome to talk to me about it there. We'd love to have you. But I was going on and on and on about the St. Paul de Venice shade, St. Paul de Venice. And Melissa was very politely going, Rebecca, it's France, not Italy. It's St. Paul de Vence. And I had to blink. Michelle B., who I often talk about on this channel, is a reading specialist in another life. And she said, yeah, your brain just completed it. I always thought it was St. Paul de Venice. No, exactly as I was told, it's France, not Venice. It's St. Paul de Vence. So thank you to Melissa. That's a medieval town on the French Riviera. Very different than Venice. Arts and culture hub. So that is where it was gone from. But these are, you know, there's such pretty shades, sparkly silver, of course, and this apricots and this neutral beige and taupe brown. It is, as many will say, a very boring palette, but it's really good for neutral lovers and reminds me a little bit in spirit, not a performance, not necessarily entirely in shades, but a lot of the Burberry shadows that we had a whole discussion back and forth about their usefulness and if they were boring or not. Well, let me let you take a look. We're going to look at these in 2 different lights. First of all, here in studio lighting, we have the St. Paul de Vence, all 4 shades as they're laid out in the NARS palette, the limited edition NARS palette. And then on top of one another, we have Sheer Glow and Sheer Pink in the La Mer lip volumizers that are $90. Did I mention their price? Now I would love to use my little tagline and say that we're taking these outside into the warm California sunshine, but I'm filming at night. It was a very busy day today. I have been doing a lot. So we're going to take them into the warm California sunshine of the outside neutral lighting in my bathroom. It's going to have to do. There is the NARS Lunar New Year Quad with all those quadruple St. Paul de Vence shades, and then of course the Sheer Glow and Sheer Pink. You can see them a little better actually in that kind of natural, simulated natural lighting in the La Mer lip volumizer. But right now, I admit, I do have it on with a liner to spice it up a little bit, but you will see them completely unadulterated as we go to the demo. While we're getting ready to go to the demo, please check. Make sure that you are subscribed to this channel, and if not, what's stopping you? Hit subscribe. So many people also have been telling me that they're getting unsubscribed. Thanks, YouTube. So just make sure you're still subscribed and click that, and let's go to the demo. Okay, I have the Sheer Glow on in the La Mer shade, and we'll try the Sheer Pink afterwards for what it's worth. I'm going to end up using these myself, but I've just kind of been wearing them a lot over the past day or so, just to make sure I really like them. And I do, actually. They have a slight mint coolness, but it's very slight and it's refreshing. And you're going to find that strange because that normally annoys me. But it's not annoying. I don't know, they do it right. We pay for it, right? Okay, let's take a look before we try on the other La Mer. Let's take a look at the NARS Lunar New Year Quad and all of these, this whole gaggle this whole quadrant of St. Paul de Vence shades. And this one being the first one, but we have 4. So let's start with the St. Paul de Vence. We're just going to call it by the number. This is the number 3 shade. I'm just calling it by the numbers because, you know, saying St. Paul de Vence every time, it's getting to be a bit much. No offense to good old St. Paul de Vence. I think he's gotten enough mentions. And it is a very pretty shade using Sonia G here. And we're going to go now to shade number 2 and put that just all over the mobile lid and here. You know, if you were looking for a subtle eyeshadow shade, you know what, I would compare these two a little bit. Not really in terms of performance, and not really in terms of application, but in terms of intent and effect and end result. These kind of are like the little Burberry quads, which were so neutral, but really, really pretty. I feel like that, and this would be a little bit cheaper, and these certainly apply nicely, but I'm a fan of NARS to begin with, and Burberry. Okay, and before we put on the really pretty original shade, let's put on the number 4 shade. Notice I have not switched up my brush because why? Sing it if you know it. There is no need to make brush laundry. I have a whole basket in there of them that I gotta clean. And I could do without adding any more to that, frankly. Okay, but look how pretty this is. Look at, honestly, how pretty that is. And oh, so subtle. I will switch brushes to take that very pretty number 4 shade and just run it under the eye. And then I think I'll use good old Nature's makeup brushes to put on that original St. Paul shade all over the lid. Oops, almost dipped into the wrong one there. All over the mobile lid. This is a very Space Cowboy shade, actually. It isn't Space Cowboy, don't get confused. But it's a very Space Cowboy worthy shade because it's such a topper. I hope the light's picking that up. You can just really go over the whole lid with it. All right, let's try on, for what it's worth, because I told you it's a very subtle video. For what it's worth, let's try on the second sheer pink shade of the La Mer. I'll be right back. Okay, and here is the sheer pink shade, unadulterated. You saw it in the intro with a little bit of liner. But for me, these are really going to be a treatment. They're going to go into my bag. They look beautiful coming out of it. They definitely are minty, but don't be so quick to say that you hate minty, because I would normally say that. This is kind of a nice minty. It's just gently cooling, just slightly without being startling. A lot of mint to me, I'm just like, oh, I don't enjoy that on my lips. But this fades and it's just gently cooling. Instead, it feels kind of soothing. You know, they're doing mint right, and I don't know if I've ever had mint done right before. So, you know, a thumbs up if you can, you know, good work if you can get it with these La Mer. They're pricey. La Mer's pricey, what can I say? Now, in terms of the NARS, like I said, this would be a slightly more affordable at $52 basic neutral Burberry type palette. They are not the same formula. The Burberry's much creamier for sure. But these aren't bad. And they've got that really pretty kind of topper shade that the Burberry shadows do not have. That definitely rivals Space Cowboy. That's an Urban Decay shade, by the way. I'm not trying to talk over people that know it or talk under people that know it or over people, you know what I'm saying. So it definitely rivals it. It's a very pretty shade if you've never seen St. Paul de Vence from NARS before. Very pretty, limited edition, kind of fun. The Lunar New Year has, I was going to say come and gone, but it's come. It hasn't gone yet. It's still the year of the dragon. So you might enjoy that. All right, this is where you come in. We are a community. Tell me what you think. Trust me, I am expecting, and you are welcome to. Give me the comments of $90 for a lip treatment. Let her rip, Tater Chip. I know it's coming. I'm okay with it. Honestly, I am. You go ahead and let it out to me. Just, you know, I get it. I think they're really nice, but it's just luxury makeup. And then you can also, I'm expecting to see lots of these NARS is boring comments, and that's fine too. But I also am really interested in the people that think the NARS is neutral but exciting. or that the La Mer is a worthwhile splurge. You know, we need to have all of that. So don't hold back on your comments. I'm not offended. I didn't make the makeup. I'm just trying it on. So you're not going to hurt my feelings. This is what makes us a community. Let's all have a good, respectful discourse about it in the comments. It's always fun and I look forward to it. Make sure, please, that you subscribe and share and like and all of that fun stuff. And hey, I look forward to seeing all of you in the next video. Bye-bye.